Bajaj Auto jumped 4.72%, even as NIFTY slipped below 24,000 today. Here are the exact numbers straight from NSE. In the next 6 minutes, you'll see what drove these moves and which key levels matter now. NIFTY closed at 23,997 rupees 55, down 0.74% from the previous close of 24,177 rupees 65. The index opened at 23,996 rupees 95, hit a high of 24,087 rupees 45, and a low of 23,796 rupees 85 during the session. That places NIFTY 8.9% below its 52-week high of 26,373 rupees 2, and well above the 52-week low of 22,182 rupees 55. Technically, the short-term trend is mildly bullish. The 9-day exponential moving average sits at 24,081 rupees above the 20-day EMA at 23,979 rupees, so momentum has a slight upward tilt despite today's pullback. The RSI is 48.9, essentially neutral, no clear overbought or oversold signal. Volume printed at 0, the 20-day average, which in this data feed reads as normal market activity rather than extreme flows. Key technical levels to note are resistance at 24,335 rupees and support at 23,814 rupees. Practically, the market is trading inside a range with a slight short-term tilt-up, so watching those levels matters for any directional follow-through. Now let's break down the 3 top daily gainers and what their moves imply for traders and watchers. Bajaj Auto ran into price discovery mode today with nearly triple the usual volume. It opened at 95.15 rupees 0 and closed at 99.94 rupees 0, up 4.72% from the previous close of 95.43 rupees 5, with an intraday high of 10,045 rupees 0 and a low of 93.55 rupees 0. That puts the stock near its 52-week high of 10,187 rupees 0, within about 1.9%, so it's testing a zone that has historically acted as resistance. Why did it move? The data shows volume at 3.29, the 20-day average, which points to unusual institutional conviction. Also, the stock registered a 20-day closing high breakout, entering price discovery territory. RSI at 70.3 signals overbought conditions, so short-term profit-taking is possible after a strong run. What to watch tomorrow? The key level to watch is support at 96.90 rupees. If the stock holds above that on follow-through, it indicates persistent buying interest. Also watch resistance at 10,045 rupees for any fresh rejection or breakout attempt. This move sets the stage for Sun Pharmaceutical. Let us see what it did next. Sun Pharmaceutical printed a fresh 20-day closing high with RSI firmly in overbought territory. It opened at 1771 rupees 0 and closed at 1808 rupees 3, up 1.66% from the previous close of 1778 rupees 7, recording a high of 1815 rupees 0 and a low of 1761 rupees 4. The stock sits close to its 52-week high of 1843 rupees 0, again within about 1.9%, so it is trading in a sensitive resistance zone. Why it moved? The chart shows a 20-day closing high breakout and an EMA 9 at 1731 rupees above EMA 20 at 1719 rupees, a short-term bullish trend. RSI at 72.2 signals overbought conditions, while volume at 0.77, the 20-day average suggests the upside was achieved on relatively normal activity rather than a heavy institutional push. What to watch tomorrow? The key level to watch is resistance at 1819 rupees and support at 1741 rupees. How price behaves around these will tell you whether the breakout sustains. As always, this is market observation. Verify with your advisor before any decision. Next, Bajaj Finance showed a quieter but notable institutional interest. Bajaj Finance showed institutional-sized volume, but only a modest percentage gain. It opened at 945 rupees 0 and closed at 937 rupees 0, up 0.75% from the previous close of 930 rupees 0. The intraday high was 975 rupees 0, and the low was 933 rupees 9. On a 52-week basis, it remains below its high of 1102 rupees 5 by about 10.4%, so there's still distance to that peak. Why it moved? Volume printed at 2.91 the 20-day average, indicating unusual institutional conviction behind the move. The 9-day EMA at 924 rupees sits above the 20-day EMA at 912 rupees, showing a short-term bullish tilt, while RSI at 65.5 is neutral to leaning higher rather than extreme. What to watch tomorrow? The key level to watch is resistance at 975 rupees and support at 909 rupees. Watching whether 975 rupees caps gains or the stock holds above 909 rupees will reveal follow-through. That closes our run through the top daily gainers. Let us wrap up. Today's theme was selective strength. A few large-cap leaders ran into price discovery with institutional volumes while the broader NIFTY eased back. Watch for follow-through at near-term resistance and key support levels highlighted for each name. Top 2 things to watch tomorrow. 1. Whether Bajaj Auto holds above 9690 rupees or rolls back from 10,045 rupees, and 2. Whether Pharmaceutical can clear resistance at 1819 rupees on meaningful volume. If both show strength, the market's short-term bias could tilt. If this analysis helped, like the video, drop your top watchlist stock in the comments and subscribe for concise market reads. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice. Please consult a SEBI-registered financial advisor before making any investment decisions.